What's the clock for this week, Joe?
Set another 20 minutes, Jeff.
Time for us to fix WWE again?
Nope.
Oh, what are we doing this week?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how the WWE is going to get Solo Sikoa exactly right,
Finally, let's do it.
while apparently forgetting about Carmelo Hayes and Lyra Valkyria.
That's fair.
And we've also, Jeff, we got Femi, Bron Breaker.
That's going to be insane.
Yeah, except they're doing it on September 6th, Jeff. A little too soon.
Already?
Exactly. Roll the intro. Welcome back, everybody, to this fantastic episode of Wrestle Stop. My name is Joe, handsome fella. His name is Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Jeff,
Yes, sir.
we got 5 hot topics.
Hot topic in it.
You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Topic number 1, go.
Yeah, so this week on Raw, the Usos were supposed to drag Solo back and make him bow down to Roman Reigns. But Solo didn't bow. I don't think anybody expected him to, but he did not bow down to Roman.
I expected
He turned on
Jeff.
Roman and stood up for his new best friend, his new bestie for life, LA Knight.
Yeah, he sure did.
So what are your thoughts? I know you were excited about this. Let me know. This is your Solo. This is what you wanted.
Yeah, I like it because I also like LA Knight. So putting those two together for me is a natural win. But my only issue with it, because I have to have an issue with something, Jeff. I have to. That's just, it's in my blood.
Yes, sir.
My only issue with it is that it was very predictable in what was going to happen. I was watching it with my fiance, and I said, just wait. Solo's going to do something.
Yes.
They're going to attack Solo. A few minutes after he's getting beat down, LA Knight's music's going to hit. He's going to come down, and they're going to clear out the ring. What happened, Jeff?
It's exactly what happened, Joe. But sometimes a little predictability is good. What is that? Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the movie, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah,
Fine.
predictability is good sometimes, Jeff, but it seems like every week is getting kind of predictable now. I mean, something that's, maybe this is a different topic. I'm going to kind of steer off a little bit, but this isn't one of our 5 topics. Speaking of predictable, is this stupid Lucha Libre tournament. But anyway, back to Solo.
We'll get to that later. But yeah, you know what? The one thing that was, I felt not predictable about the night is I knew what Solo was going to do. And then once Solo did before Solo did what Solo was going to do, when Jacob kicked Solo and made him kneel before Roman Reigns, Roman looked upset with Jacob and threw him into the corner and said, "I've got this, let me handle it." And then when Solo did what Solo did and LA Knight fought back, Jacob kind of stood back in the corner, and I kept waiting and thinking to myself, is he going to stand there the whole time? Is he going to intervene? What are they doing there? And I know you weren't happy with Jacob being Roman's lapdog anyway. So is this a little bit of defiance on Jacob? Is at least that somewhat interesting to you?
Well, I don't think it's defiance, though, right? It's Roman said last week, I think it was, don't touch LA Knight, or don't touch him, whatever he said.
Right.
Leave him for me.
But once he attacks, and Jacob, after he kicked Solo, he didn't even intervene when Solo was fighting with the Usos. He kind of just stood in the corner and let the whole brawl happen.
Because Roman said, leave him alone.
Okay, so if Roman confronts Jacob, that's his argument. You told me to stand back. I was following your orders. Isn't that defiance? I'm trying to think of the term I'm looking for. Like, yes, he followed the rules, but he almost did it defiantly because in my mind, Roman would have wanted him to attack and defend the bloodline.
Yeah. I think it was probably a little bit of him just being a smartass.
Yeah.
You told me not to help, so I'm not going to help while you guys get beat down. I mean, that's what it looked like. I don't know maybe are they going to do a Solo LA Knight Jacob Fatu trios team or something?
Yeah. Could that be the start of a War Games team? And, we've got the Tongans are back with Haku. Do they try and work them into the bloodline again somehow? Zilla Fatu just appeared in NXT. Are they going to try and work him in right away? But whatever they do there, I know you're happy with the current upgoing of Solo. He's out there joking. He's staying face. He's staying the way you want him to be.
And when what's that move called? The Tongan Death Spike?
The Samoan Spike.
Samoan Spike?
Yes.
Same thing. The crowd went ballistic.
Crowd pop, big time.
Yeah. Biggest pop of the night by far. I mean, we're not going to get into a rant about Raw, but biggest pop of the night by far. Crowd went absolutely insane. And I know we kind of talked about it a little bit before this. To me, it looked like Solo was absolutely shocked that the crowd popped that big for him.
Well, they popped earlier, not as big, but when Solo first came down and he said something sarcastic to Roman Reigns, the crowd was cheering Solo, and Roman looked caught off guard.
Yeah.
Like he was surprised. And when he first came out, the crowd was, cheering for him, and he looked at Solo and laughed like, you belong to me. But the crowd turned and started cheering for Solo, and I think it kind of confused Roman Reigns a little bit. So
yeah, I thought that part was good. I enjoyed that. Last thing on this before you ask your question, if they're setting up Solo and LA Knight, and I know LA Knight has the next championship match against Roman Reigns, even though Roman Reigns' next championship match is against the winner of the Lucha tournament, so I don't know how that's going to work.
Next.
Yeah. Where does Solo fit into that? I fear that then they're going to set up a Solo versus LA Knight angle. I'm worried about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, right now, I'm very happy with it. Big fan of Solo, big fan of LA Knight. There it is. And then, Jeff, you have a question to ask.
Yeah, so has Solo Sikoa somehow accidentally become the best babyface story in the WWE? Was this intended? It kind of seemed like it came out of nowhere to me. So let us know what you think.
Yeah, and I almost wonder if him turning face like he did and the crowd getting behind him as fast as they did, I wonder if that changed their plans.
Yeah, it feels to me, because this kind of, like we've been talking about the last couple weeks, and I've been going back and forth telling you that I don't know that he's face. He's sarcastic and people are cheering for him, but that makes him face. But definitely turning on Roman last night, like that was face. This is he's gone full face. And was that planned? I don't know, but they're behind it now. So
yeah, so good stuff. Jeff.
Yeah.
Guess what we're going to talk about on topic number 2?
Oba Femi. he's at the top of all of our topics, because he's at the top of everybody's mind, because he is the future. Maybe. So,
he's maybe the future.
This week
could be
Bron Breakker. You know who's on the top of whose mind is Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker can't stop thinking about Oba Femi. So this week, the Vision was doing a little backstage promo, and Bron Breakker popped off and ran to the ring and called out Oba Femi. And Paul Heyman came out. There was back and forth, but they announced that they're finally deciding the future of the WWE at next WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Nope. Maybe at next Survivor Series. Nope. It's
I see where you're going
September
with this.
6th, Sunday night's main event.
Sunday night's main event, which, on a side note, so far there's only 2 matches announced. We have Cody, Randy, and now Oba and Bron.
Yeah, 2 big matches. That's a great Saturday's main event, Sunday night's main event, whatever they're calling it.
I'm sure they'll squeeze Danhausen versus Tiffany Stratton or something on there. I don't know. But
they're rushing this, right? Like, I know you think that. Like, it's crazy to do a match this big to decide the future at a Sunday night's main event.
The only thing, no, this isn't the only thing. This is probably, it's either going to be a DQ ending.
This.
No contest, a double count out, something. They're not going to ruin Oba Femi's momentum now by losing to Bron Breakker. And they're not going to ruin Bron Breakker's momentum by having him lose to Oba Femi, proving he's number 2.
Right, after he just lost to Seth Rollins at just before SummerSlam.
So there will be shenanigans in said match. I don't know. The Vision's going to come. Maybe this is how the Vision's going to come out. Here you go. I got the answer, Jeff. The Vision's going to come out.
Nobody thought of that.
Yeah. Well, hang on. You didn't let me get to the other part.
Go ahead. I have a plan too. So
either cost Oba the match and Bron gets the win, or the other way. But then Bron's going to be pissed because he didn't want the help, no matter which way it goes, and that's going to break him off of the Vision.
That was exactly what I was going to say. They're setting something up there, because at the end of the Monday night segment, Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman shook hands. Bron was happy. He got his match. He went out of the ring. And then as he turned back and looked, Paul Heyman, before leaving the ring, shook Oba Femi's hand. And we know that upset Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker's been upset the last couple weeks, telling Paul Heyman to go talk to his best friend, Oba Femi, and find out where he's at.
He's being kind of a baby, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, I agree a little bit. But so, yeah, they're setting something up here.
I would never say that to his face.
Bron Breakker does not trust Paul Heyman. It's going to lead him to maybe not trust the rest of the Vision. I think the same thing. I was going to predict the exact same thing. We didn't talk about this. But, yeah, the Vision is going to come out and help Bron Breakker win. And maybe Oba Femi wins by DQ, or they help him win, and he's going to be unhappy, and he's going to turn around and snap on the Vision and Paul Heyman. So that's where I expect this to go.
Which may steer. Oops. Bron into a feud with like Austin Theory, Logan Paul, or something like that for a while,
delaying the real match between
they just
Oba.
kind of planted a few seeds for it, which I hope is what they're doing because this is way too soon.
Yes.
For either one of these two guys to be taking a clean loss to the other person.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But then again, if you think about it, who would they lose to if it wasn't the other guy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe they somehow form their own little faction, the Shield, way back when. Maybe they turn up and they turn against Paul Heyman.
Or Paul Heyman starts a new faction.
Right. Yeah.
The Blood Vision.
The Blood Vision. There you go.
Blood Vision. Let's see.
He is an oracle and a visionary.
But we can talk about a lot more of this on our podcast, Jeff.
Yeah.
In the meantime, ask your question.
Yeah. Is the WWE making a mistake by giving away Oba Femi versus Bron Breakker this soon and on a Sunday night's main event and not on one of the main 4 PLEs?
Yes.
So
answered for you.
Yeah. There we go. Answer it.
Jeff,
you let us know your thoughts.
So we're going to go from 2 superstars, 2 newer superstars, younger superstars, and then we're going to talk about 2 more coming up, Jeff.
Yeah.
Topic 3, someone I put on my pillar list, Jeff.
You did. He was on your pillar just last week. So 2 years ago, Carmelo Hayes was where Oba Femi is now. He wasn't quite as big. He wasn't quite as over, but he was the rising star out of NXT. He was he was a top 3 draft pick in the last draft the 2 SmackDown and Raw show and GMs did. So if Carmelo Hayes is the future star that WWE has treated him as so far,
me and my host, Porky Pig,
think he is in your pillars, why haven't they been treating him like one the last few months or so?
I don't know. And I did put him in my pillars knowing this already, right? Because I don't think he's wrestled since we did the pillars, or if he did, he lost.
Oh, he lost to Baron Corbin on SmackDown.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. I've been, we have something coming up called Atlas, which is, we'll talk more about it later. But I was it ties in with our WSX program that is in Discord, and I was going backfilling a lot of the older matches and stuff. Carmelo Hayes at the beginning of the year went like 8-0.
Yes.
Title defense after title defense, doing great. Ever since he lost the title, he's been a bum.
I don't think he's won since, has he?
Yeah, I think he's like 8-8 now or something like that. I don't know what the number is exactly, but it's very close to like 500 after he started so far ahead.
Yes.
So I don't know what they're doing with him. The crowd likes him. When I saw him live at the holiday thing?
The holiday show here in Detroit last winter, yeah.
The crowd popped for him. He's great interacting with the crowd when he's walking around. He's got charisma for days. He's great in the ring. I don't know. I mean, the same can be said about Ilya Dragunov, but he's not on this list right now.
Well, Dragunov keeps getting injured. I think that's his problem.
He hasn't been injured since his last match, Jeff.
Really? I thought that's why he was out again.
No, his last match was the 26-man Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Okay.
He also was a champion.
Well, I know you like Dragunov. Carmelo Hayes is much more over with the crowd than Dragunov, I think, ever was. Like you said, he's over him and Trick Williams. It did seem like they were building a rivalry there. And I don't know what happened, if they decided to delay that or what's going on. But now Baron Corbin entered the mix and is beating everybody left and right after being out of WWE for 2 years. And Carmelo Hayes fell victim to that. And his current push as being the new guy who's going to win the championship. So I don't know what they're doing with him. I've been a big fan of him since he debuted. I like him a lot. Like I said, he's over with the crowd. He's unique. He's young. He's athletic. He's energetic. He sells well. When he loses it, he does it well. When he wins, he does it well. I don't know what they're doing.
It feels like they're going to turn him into like another Sami Zayn.
God, I hope not.
He's going to hover around a title, maybe win it here and there, but then just immediately lose it and kind of become fodder again for a bunch of guys like Trick and stuff like that. Trick needs to be out of that division, first off.
Right.
Trick is too big.
Yeah. I think
he's a heavyweight.
In my peers, I put Trick Williams up at the top. And I didn't list Carmelo Hayes as much as I like him, and I think he's got a bright future. But I do see him as more of a long-term mid-card championship with maybe a short heavyweight championship run. But I think he's going to spend most of his career either in tag matches or in the mid-card. But, if WWE really believes Carmelo Hayes is a future star, what exactly are they waiting for? Like, you don't want to bury him.
Yeah, and I feel like the crowd's going to stop caring if they don't do something with him soon.
Yeah.
But speaking of people that the WWE, now I know this one's I probably care a little bit more about this one than you do. But yeah, another person WWE seems to have forgotten about.
Yeah, they turned her heel. Lyra Valkyria. They turned her heel. She turned against Bayley. She destroyed Bayley. Was that SummerSlam they wrestled, or before that, Night of Champions, or Saturday Night's Main Event, or wherever they wrestled, and then we haven't seen her since. We went a month or so without seeing her, and then she came back and she looked all depressed and like she hadn't bathed or showered, and then she comes out this week and she wrestles Sol Ruca for the #1 contender championship, and Sol Ruca buries her. So again, another one who this time last year, she was the Intercontinental Champion.
She was the first women's Women's
Intercontinental Championship. Well, I think she lost it and won it back. But she was skyrocketing. She looked like the next big thing. She looked where Sol Ruca is now, but better in the ring. We've talked about Sol Ruca's had her botches and everything like that. I don't recall seeing a bunch of bad matches out of Lyra Valkyria. So what happened?
She had, what was that? Who was she fighting? Becky Lynch, I think, and she had the zip ties on. Her hands came out. And she slipped her hand back.
There was the gimmick match. Yeah,
she's had a few, but not as bad as Sol Ruca's botches have been.
So yeah, I mean the match between her and Sol Ruca was good, but like I don't understand. They just turned her heel. They had her beat a legend in Bayley, and then they come out and just lose clean to Sol Ruca. I don't understand what they're going there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into my thoughts on Bayley, but yeah, she was a champion when she was a face. The crowd liked her. They did her woo whenever she did her stupid music came out. The crowd was happy with her. They liked her. She was decent in the ring. They gave her a heel turn, which that's fine. She beat up Bayley. Bayley hasn't been on, but there's a rumor that she's leaving anyway. Yeah. And then she just loses to Sol Ruca. And that's what she's done.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking back and, you talk about you were entering into WSX and stats for Carmelo Hayes. I went on the Internet Wrestling Database. I didn't ask you about it, but just out of the blue I looked at Lyra Valkyria's last 25 matches. She's only got 7 victories. And this is including like house shows and the summer tour and everything. So like they're not even letting her win in front of crowds or off the cameras. They're just crushing her right now.
Those 7 wins are probably the beginning.
Yeah, most of them are early on, and they were tag matches when she was with Bayley.
Yeah.
So like I get Sol Ruca needs a push and she needs to beat credible wrestlers, but there's other wrestlers like an Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile's on the roster similar to like Tozawa and Otis and JD McDonough. They're there to take losses.
Okay. 2 of those people don't go with the other 2.
I agree. 2 of those are better wrestlers than the other 2, but when they're in a match, they're 95% going to lose because that's how they've been. And while, yes, I would like to see some of them get pushes, like Lyra Valkyria just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Ask your question.
So did WWE turn Lyra Valkyria heel without having any idea what to do next? It appears
and if that's what happened, are you shocked? Since when has WWE done something and had no idea what they were going to do next?
Yeah.
Which, Solo Sikoa, see topic number 1. All right, Jeff. Speaking of people that are not getting buried.
Yeah, so Chad Gable won the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Everybody was excited and pumped for it. Last week on Raw, he said he wanted to defend his championship against Rey Mysterio. He wanted to give a shot to a legend. He felt that he had disrespected Rey and the other luchadors before he, became El Grande Americano and all that. And he defended the Intercontinental Championship against Rey Mysterio in one of the best matches I've seen on TV this year. So,
yeah, that match was solid.
Where are they going with Chad Gable? Like, it feels to me like, unfortunately, like the crowd lost interest in him once he won the championship. Very similar to the way they did Cody once Cody beat Roman Reigns. Are we running into that? Are we going to have a repeat of that? Because there's nothing behind. Yeah,
it seemed
Chad
like they
Gable
liked
right now.
As far as Chad Gable. I disagree a little bit with you with the Cody Rhodes thing. I think people just got Cody'd out. I think is the problem there. But I think he was mega over when he won the title after he beat Roman Reigns and finished his story. He was still super over for a while after that. Now you're starting to see Cody fatigue kick in. I think it's too soon for Gable fatigue. But I think people really liked seeing him trying to get to the prize.
Yes.
But now when they got to the prize, once he's done with this whole luchador angle, right? He just beat the leader, I guess, right?
Yeah.
My fiance said maybe they're all going to merge into like a Voltron luchador.
Uber luchador.
Yeah. But
super ultra mega
maybe
luchador.
The Rock is the final boss. Will come out with the luchador mask on. I don't know what they're going to do, but I mean, I just don't see them going anywhere unless they're going to pin them up against someone like Trick Williams or something like that.
So like, while Chad Gable, outside of the match, outside before match and after match, doesn't have a whole lot going for him. His music isn't that great. He's not that good on the mic. But when you put him in a match, you're getting a 4 or 5 star match. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen a bad Chad Gable match.
Yeah, I mean, think about 2 of the best matches of the year were Chad Gable.
Yeah. Yep,
So-
in AAA and now on Monday Night Raw. And he did it with a 52, 53, 54-year-old Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, he's a different breed, man.
Yeah, but that was a great match for the old guy. It gave me hope that I've still got a couple good years left in me.
I got sore just watching it.
So, but where do you want to see Chad Gable next? You're right. I don't see him going after more luchadors. He beat the leader of the luchadors. He's going to move on. He wanted to make amends for the mistakes he made before he came El Grande Americano. But who do they have next for him lined up on Raw?
I mean, you got Ethan Page sitting there.
He's disappeared off TV now again the last couple of weeks.
He's been gone. Our list here says Rusev, but I'm not going to say that. Javon Evans would be a good one. Dominic the way they're wasting Dominic Mysterio right now, I could see Dominic and Chad Gable. Why is Big Cass on here? I guess because he's been beating up Javon Evans.
He's been hanging around the mid-card title. He's been beating up the luchadors, and then, Javon Evans, who have been in the mid-card hunt recently. So,
But then again, I could see a Big Cass versus Chad Gable.
yes.
I mean, Big Cass is a mountain of a man, but Chad Gable is a freak.
Yes, and he can handle
Yeah.
those mountains. We've seen him throw people around the ring, some Suplex City and whatnot. So,
Yeah, so I don't know, but I don't know I just don't know where they're going to go next with him. I mean, you could go back to Penta, but
you know what they haven't done in a few months? The Open Challenge.
No.
Weekly Open Challenge.
Yep, I could see that coming back. And what they need to do is when the weekly Open Challenge, someone should come out with a mask on.
There you go. So,
On the phone talking to Adam Pearce and just get all of the weird things that they used to do out of the way in one shot.
So while we know that Chad Gable is one of the best technical wrestlers in wrestling now in the last 10 years or so, does he have the potential to end up having one of the best intercontinental championship reigns in years? Can he do what Penta just did?
I don't know. Penta's my guy.
Yes.
Penta held him down. But I don't know. He's got the skills for it. Chad Gable's probably the best wrestler on the entire roster. So he has the skills for it. They just need to get rid of that music. Go back to your old music.
Bring back the Alpha Academy.
No, that
Thank
can
you.
go. Well, he'll never be taken serious if he does that. But no, they have some work to do with Chad Gable, but he's definitely a great wrestler.
Yes, sir.
What do we have? Anything else? That
What
was
do we
it.
got next?
That was
Is
5.
That's
that
the
was
end.
5
Wow, that went
topics.
quick. We're getting better at this, Joe.
Yep. That's because of the podcast now, Jeff. I get to ramble more there. So I
Exactly.
try to save some of my rambles.
So yeah, if you want to hear us talk more about some of the topics we just talked about and other goings on in wrestling, check back on Thursday for the new Wrestle Stop podcast. So it'll be episode 3,
Episode 4.
episode 4 already.
Yeah, Jeff's new. Jeff's new here. He's my new co-host, Jeff. He doesn't know. But that's not all, Jeff.
What up?
Well, they can listen on Apple and Spotify and Amazon on Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
Or at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays, Jeff.
I forgot we're going live. 'Cause I messed up last week.
Yep. 7 o'clock on Tuesdays, we are doing our podcast live right here on YouTube. And then the audio will be available as a podcast on the other things. So
Yes.
hop on, watch us live, throw some questions at us if you have some stuff. We can answer them online if they come through. Hop on our Discord, join our prediction league, WSX, Dynasty coming soon, odds coming soon, a lot of stuff coming. So you got anything, Jeff?
No, that's it. Lots of, like I said, lots coming to Discord. Check it out. And join us there for our live stream of Sunday night's main event. We got 2 great matches so far.
You know, I want to do one thing before we sign off, Jeff.
Go ahead.
I give a shout out, Jeff.
Shout it out.
I want to shout out to BT.
BT?
BT. I don't want to say his real name. BT. You know who I'm talking about, BT, and anyone who knows BT, you know who I'm talking about. He just got monetized on YouTube. Congratulations, buddy.
BT, let's go at it. Show us the way.
He's a local Michigander, Detroit
Okay.
guy. So good on that. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you guys on the podcast, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching another episode of Wrestle Stop. If you liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You can reach us at any of the addresses on screen, and there's a couple extra videos here on the screen. If you liked what you saw, maybe you'll like one of these as well. Thanks for watching.